Okay, this topic, unconditional love versus conditional love. Even before we've come on air, we've already started talking about if unconditional love really exists. Well, of course, this is our lifestyle segment, proudly brought to you by Lipton Tea, inspiration flowing from nature. And joining Benny and I, we have our resident Coco Domata, who is a relationship and also counselor, to help us delve into this discussion. Earlier on, we had that wonderful song, Unconditional Love, and it's all beautiful and it was nice, and it's a beautiful song. But let's get to reality.
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet is the one that a lot of people, when you're growing up, you read Romeo and Juliet and it's like it's an unconditional love and they loved each other and they died together. But was it just a bit of stupidity? Is that okay?
That's it.
All right, let's get to it. First and foremost, they mention what unconditional love is. Can human beings generally have true unconditional love? I honestly believe God is the only one. God is the only one that gives us unconditional love. However, as human beings, do we have unconditional love?
I like the way you've actually skewed the question. Human as we are humans. All right? There will always be a reason. There will always be a base of which you want to love. Always. Take it or leave it. All right? It is the one from God that gave himself to us, Jesus Christ. That is clear. But you and I, today everything looks cozy, everything looks good. First dating, look, I'm going to love you till the end of my life. How many times have you said that, Benny? And then 2-3 weeks down the line.
Why are you going to bed?
No, I'm just we don't say that, right? But then a while it wanes. It goes off. Then you start painting, equating, justifying issues as to why this is not happening, why this should be, because A is having this and all that. So human being as we are, our love is conditional. Always.
So is it fair to say that unconditional love is even conditional? Because
that's a good one.
Because let's give a few scenarios of unconditional love. Father, child, mother, child, brother and sister, that kind of stuff. But then every time there's always an extreme case where we hear that these things that so-called should have unconditional love don't. Cain and Abel. Brother killed brother. You've got women who dump their newborn babies in gutters. You've got fathers who kill their sons because maybe he's dishonored the family in some way. You've even got individuals who kill themselves for dishonoring their family. So regardless of what it is, there's always a condition.
Yes, there is.
Behind something.
Yes, but you see, Benny, that love we're talking about, that love should be love me with all the flaws, not in spite of all the demerits of me, all my weakness, all my filth is what you should love. If you can do that consistently, that's what we're talking about. But where there are pauses, where you start questioning, where you start eliminating, adding, plus, minusing, and all that, then that's where we have a problem. So why would I give a birth to a child and then go dump that child? There's a base. Well, one, I'm young, who will laugh at me, So you don't think about the tomorrow aspect of that child. It's gone.
You think about today.
You think about today. Then someone say, well, I was your first love, so at all costs I must be. If you leave me, I'll blow your head off. And then he goes, you call that unconditional love? No. There's some kind of a thing that is okay. Even in marriage, we stand at the pulpit in front of the pastor. I'll say, till death. Do you understand that? Till death, in sickness, in health. Yet we see divorce.
Well, that's because
we see separation.
That's because legally
what is happening?
You can't bring the death forward.
You see, so what are we saying? We were saying this so that in front of God, at the pulpit, we are saying that this love we have started, this love we are trying to join, there is no base. In other words, there's no condition. As long as we live, so might it be. But here, what do we see?
Okay.
So is it fair to say that at the point where we actually give vows,
Yes,
and at the point where we say why we love somebody, or we love you because of, we've already taken ourselves out of the unconditional?
sure,
So is it
Because
almost
you've
like you're
given a
lying to
parameter.
yourself?
exactly.
It's like lying to yourself almost.
You're trying to beautify yourself. Okay, but who will say till death, of which we will see till death? Penny. All right. People are going through pain. You pull me to the altar. You said all these things. It shouldn't be a cliche. It should be something that we believe in and we practice it.
Yeah.
So now, you see, when people are going to go to the altar, they need to really orient themselves. Can you do this till the rest of your life? That's the first question you should ask. Because God has given us. That is why when you sin, you fall, He takes you back. He doesn't talk about it. He doesn't go back yesterday and say, you did A, B, C, D, and so I can't stay with you. Mama, what would you do if Benny being your man caught you in the act? Would you say because of that unconditional thing, so it's okay, come, let's sit and talk? Okay, you will accept it today. Tomorrow, you will play back. What are you trying to do? Is that?
You have an unconditional leaving.
It should
Unconditional love. Okay, let's kind of flip it on the other side.
Yes.
I said this morning that I know a guy who basically has, as part of his relationship, his marriage,
Yes,
he doesn't want his woman to gain weight. You can't get fat. It's, I met you this way. He's given his conditions, and they have a kind of weird understanding, but she's not allowed to get put on weight.
This is disaster.
However, they both know. I think also she has her conditions, but then when I was like, oh, you can't gain weight, it's something they both agree. So they know their love is conditional. They're not under any delusions. He knows every now and then he probably goes out and does some things. She turns a blind eye. She says, if you go and see my husband in bed with somebody else, don't come in.
The truth is,
I don't want to know. But then, isn't that then more better? Because it's honesty. Nobody's deceiving themselves in the relationship. And did what they have, is it really love?
can I ask you a question, Amma? Tell me the position you sleep every day. Is it the same you do every day?
No.
So what are you telling me? That I don't want you to, gain weight? Are you God?
But,
okay,
but,
if
but
that happens,
that's what he says. I met you this way.
Yes.
I want you to look a certain way, and in return to, yes, you have all the benefits. Otherwise, too, she gets her gains as well. But clearly, their love is something that they've defined. It's a defined love.
It's hypocrisy. All right, selfishness. Why do you want me to be as I am whilst time tickles? Whilst I'll be growing. I am not static. So what are you trying to imagine? What are you trying to envisage? That you wanted me to be the way you had seen me perpetually? Please.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is deception.
Yeah.
Please.
She's not immortal. After all.
No, we are not.
And the gravity will take place as well. There's only so much.
Definitely. Okay.
But I mean, in all honesty, this is just maybe one example. But a lot of people in their relationships do say, okay, fine, lay out, say the ground rules. Yes, I love you, but I don't like this. I don't like. For me, I said, listen, I don't like snoring. Is that
That is the flaw. You see, that is what you have loved.
Me and Benny.
You broke up on the
Already, one.
You love what you love because you care. I think this can face to face. So actually, the beauty that you have to keep on this love. And again, fortunate again, I think you want to do that. You're facing a gas, and as the day goes on, you realize it's about the guy, and the guy is always doing everything for this money. But as for that, feel love, and it doesn't know how to, I don't love it, like, it's always there for it. So I'm also confused to ask for them to be my next man to make things out there.
Okay. I think I've got most of what you said, Della.
I got bits of it. It was cutting up.
The first part was the fact that she's with somebody, and the person asks, "Why do you love me?"
Yeah.
And then the second part was, I believe that she been with the person the whole day. She's done everything possible to tick the boxes that he had said. This is what I like. But at the end of it, he still doesn't quite show his unconditional love. I know I'll go in this particular instance.
Yeah, the first one. You see, anytime somebody asks a question of why do you love me, it's like, can I have a feel of an assurance?
Yeah.
Can the future be good? Is it today you're looking at, or you are looking at me come tomorrow? Okay, so you need to be able to give a response to that effect.
Okay.
And you need to also appreciate why the person is asking.
Right.
Probably you're not doing something that is not, that is actually making the person feel that you will be with me. And that idea of, is it because of something that you are still hanging on? Okay, so we ask these questions, or they ask these questions just to have a leverage, exactly. Just to see whether would you still be there. And that question is very important. If you don't handle it well, it will just have a nosedive.
At the point where you ask, why do you love me? Haven't you already defeated the object? Because it should be a question, do you love me?
Well, depending on how you put it, but then again, is it intent?
Because if you say you love me, I'm like, yeah, great, and I know you, but why do you love me? That could frighten me.
It could. Even the way you actually will put it could actually stir some kind of annoyance on the other side.
It's
but
like
then,
a test, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a test.
You doubting me.
Yeah.
So again, you should look at the situation in which you guys are. Look at the environment. What actually sparked that question? You see, all these we should look at it. Because if we are all eating and then you do something and say, why do you love me? Even my tone, my pitch. Why do you love me? If it goes that way,
I say, I just love you.
But all these things will go. Again, with the second one, the taking and all that. She should come to a point and realize that human as we are, we change.
Yeah.
All right.
We are dynamic.
Let's go back to the phone lines. Sorry to cut you. We have Gladys from Abri on the line. Good morning, Gladys.
Good morning.
So, Gladys, what is your question or contribution to this topic?
Oh, okay. I just want to ask. There's a guy I'm going out with, and for the past 6 months now, I've not heard from him. When I call him, he'll be like, I'll call you later, And I feel he's not paying attention, and I feel like nothing else works. But I just feel like waiting. But the more I wait, I think it's a waste of time.
Wow. Gladys, is he in this country at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
He's here and he doesn't. Okay, let
me ask you a question. Wow. What do you think? Do you think after everything that you've gone through that he deserves your time? Hello, Gladys. I'm asking you. After this, period of time with you calling him and you putting this much effort in and not getting back, do you think he is worth your time?
Oh, yes.
Yes? Then that's it. Then I've got nothing else to say. If you think so, then pursue it.
Wow.
What do you think?
That's unconditional love there.
Yeah. She has it.
You have it, I don't.
Yes. She has it. That response.
Boom, boom, boom.
Gladys has that unconditional thing. But the question we are asking, that the guy, does he
have it for her?
And so it can gel. The two of us must have. It shouldn't be one way.
So is it then a point of where she's a loving woman? She's, even though she's not even hearing from me, she's still thinking,
still holding on.
So there isn't. It's almost like when they say you're being stupid for love. Is it one of those things where you don't know?
That is that unconditional thing. That is a plus. That is if only she can actually do it. But then on the other side, what is the man doing? Why is he always giving you excuses of not seeing, hearing me?
Do you know my worry about situations like this is because she's so steadfast and she's holding on, if it comes to be revealed that this man has another woman or doesn't care, that could break her heart.
She should stay. Because right from the onset you said you are okay with it, and then it is happening, so move on. If you don't say that. This is the practical aspect we are talking about. So don't let it be a cliche on your lips thinking that I don't care, it's okay, I'll take it like that. But then now that the thing has come, you want to leave? Stay.
That's true.
Stay.
Okay, let's go back to the phone lines.
All right, we've got Jonas on the line at the moment. Good morning, Jonas.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. What's your contribution or your question, please? Well, I think Jonas had a lot to tell us. There was a sigh before.
Yes.
Please
Something is really going
I
on.
want him to call us back. Jonas, if you can, please
I'll
call
ask you
us
this.
back.
Yes, Benny.
In a relationship,
Yes.
then, I mean, from everything that we're hearing, everything that's come, there will always be one person that loves the other person more.
True. But that's what the problem is.
Because even if you have one partner that has unconditional love, like we just saw,
Yes.
with this one,
Yes.
even if the other person loves that one person, it still not may be unconditional.
It is.
And so there will always be a case of one person loving the other person more.
It is, Benny. You are perfectly right. But you see, this thing we're talking about, if it's unconditional, the two of us must have.
Okay, we're going to go back to the phone lines. We have Nahima, and she's calling from Dakuman. Nahima, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, can you lower your TV set? Otherwise, we can't hear you. Good morning.
Okay.
Please lower your TV set for us, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, actually, I'm going out with a guy, and we've dated about 2 years. But there's a guy too in my wood. He worries me a lot. He said he loves me. He wants to go out with me. Then I've made him know that I'm going out with someone else. But he still forgives me. He always told me that he loves me. That he'll prove it to me that like he'll do everything just for me. And I've made him know that I'm going out with someone else. But yesterday he wants to date me. I don't know what to do. I'm confused.
Do you want to date the new guy? Do you have any feelings for the new guy? Do you have feelings for the new guy? That the one that's you don't?
No, I don't.
So tell him to go away. Love is not by force. This one, please. I'm not a specialist.
He's still harassing me.
But
I have.
You have
please
I have. He's still harassing me.
call the police. Harassment.
It's harassing,
Go and do a report. This is no. It's different. Am I wrong, please?
No, you're perfectly right.
Let the specialist speak.
I mean, so long as Rahima says there's nothing tickling me, then that's it. It goes off. But you, whoever is also pushing, be very careful, because if this lady goes and report to any elderly person or to the police, you'll be arrested. In other words, you are actually pestering the life of the
And
woman.
she sounds very troubled.
Yes, it's actually killing her. And so I think, Rahima, you should be able to speak to somebody, elderly person in there, so that you don't actually step so many toes and let it become a big issue, and you go through on that basis. But a lot
of times you hear men saying that, oh, me, I'm determined, I chased her for 5 years, and then one day she relented. So maybe the guy too, he thinks he's trying to be Mr. Romeo, Mr. Casanova. He thinks she'll change her mind.
What is your capacity? What shows you can do it perpetually, consistently?
We've got Mabel on the line. Mabel, good morning.
Wow. Good morning, Benny.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. What's your contribution to your question, please?
Please, I want to ask. My guy, he will tell you that he will be coming here. But when he comes to me, like he wants to go back to him and his mom. Anytime that he comes to me, but meanwhile, when he go back to the house, he said he came to me. You understand?
I think I do. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's saying that the guy always says he's coming over to stay.
Yes.
He comes for a little while, but then he goes home. But even when he goes home, he's still talking to her.
He's still talking to the lady.
The lady.
Then I think the physical air around doesn't gel.
Yeah.
So there's something missing. All right. So if you think the venue is the problem, they should relocate.
Okay, so maybe she should go to his place?
They should go to his place, or they should probably meet somewhere and be talking.
Right.
There could be a way. You need to find out what is really at stake before you move on. Else you'll be lying on pretenses. And that's what we say is conditional.
When can unconditional love be misconstrued? We saw that, the Gladys was talking about the gentleman that's chasing her, relentlessly harassing her. Some people will do it under the guise of, I love you so much, I want you no matter what. And to the other person or a third party, this could be seen as somewhat obsessive, somewhat scary.
All right.
And what Emma just said right there, if at that point in time and she is becoming scared, then obviously police have to get involved as well. So what's the fine line between unconditional love and obsession?
Benny, when you put an interpretation to unconditional love coming from one source, that's where you're going to have a problem. Is he going to restrict me? Is he going to take control of me? This is unusual. But you're not seeing it on a real practical basis for you to also respond. In other words, you are reading negativity into it. That is where the problem is. But if you can look at it genuinely and respect it and give it the value, you will definitely respond to it. It will come practically. And that means it's a real work. Because having seen the woman giving you, you should also reciprocate. Seriously. And that is what Amma was saying, that it's a practical thing. It's not just something we need to joke with our lips.
It's not Romeo and Juliet.
No.
Alright, we'll go back to the phone lines. We have Pascal calling from WA. Good morning, Pascal.
Good morning.
Can you please lower your TV set? We want to be able to hear you. Yes, okay. Okay, please, what is your question or contribution?
My contribution is yesterday. My girlfriend called me yesterday and told me, but before I met her, she told me she had a boyfriend, so but they quit. So she called me yesterday and said the boy is on her, asking her to come back, and then she wants to go back to the guy. So what do I think? In this case, I don't know whether the love she had for me was either unconditional or it was conditional. As well, I'm confused. I don't know what to really do. Whether I should let her go or what am I supposed to do?
Can I be honest with you? She had a boyfriend before she got with you.
That's right.
And she said she quit. So are you sure she even quit or the guy was in the background still? And if she says she wants to go back to him, she's saying she wants to go back to me. That's saying that she's telling you right there.
That's right.
So if I was you, I would let her go. Because I think you deserve somebody that can be with you and you alone.
Perfectly.
That's my little submission.
It is very deep. That is the point. A woman coming back, telling you that I had to go back to the old. What is it? It means it's over. A man coming back, say I want to go back to the ex. It means it's over. What else again are you wasting for? You are so powerful, you can move on to the other gate and you get somebody who will take you as you are.
Yeah. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one.
Benny, what do you say?
Because I'm sitting there thinking that this girl could be sitting there and just trying to get something more out of who she's with. If she's already left her ex-boyfriend and she's with you now, and she says to you, you know what? I'm thinking about going to my ex-boyfriend. If you can take this two ways. You can sit down and say, okay, and then let her go, or you can say, well, no, you came to me in the first place. Obviously, there's a reason why you left him. The reason why you came to me. What is the reason why you're now leaving me to go back?
But when I'm in a position, when I tell you I'm thinking about being with my ex, I want to be with my ex, means I don't want to be with you anymore.
Why in the first place must you even raise that when I'm with you? Why must you talk about the past?
Benny's under attack today.
Why must you ask me? We are sitting here talking about ourselves, and you're talking about somebody you have had, and he's gone, she's gone, and then you're bringing it back to the table.
I say this now, but if it was me,
Benny
I'll tell you this time. At the point where you say my ex,
you don't need to bring in.
Benny will be like, are you my co-equal? Are you my co-equal? Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Mabna, right? Thank you. So, what is your question or contribution?
And please, I'd like to ask that answer question.
Turn your TV down, please.
Lower your TV sets, otherwise we'll get feedback. So please lower it so we can hear you clearly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then go ahead with your question.
Okay, please. I've married for 1 year and it's almost 2 years. And what I'm going through is like I'm going through a hell. Seriously, like I don't know what is going on. My husband doesn't take me out. At first, when we were dating, he took me out, like in the evening, in the morning. He's there for me always. Like when we got married, for like a year now, he doesn't take me out. He doesn't come home early. When I call him, he doesn't take. Like I don't know what is going on. I really need to be cancelled. I'm going through hell. I want to divorce. I'm only 24 years, and my God, I don't know what to do. I just look like I'm going mad. I'm going mad. I'm going through a lot.
I think this is somebody that we need to get your information.
Okay.
Mama,
we're gonna get your information. Please don't hang up. Or do you want to give her your number?
No, they can just...
Okay, please don't hang up after this. We'll make sure that we get our counselor to speak with you, because obviously you sound like you're going through a lot. So please, don't hang up right now. We're gonna let you talk to somebody in the back, and then we'll get you into communication. Why? So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was just a little bit too much to.
Yeah,
we need a lot.
And it's serious.
For her herself, I think she needs a one-on-one.
Yeah. But look at the situation. We are not going to go into details, but how we started. Look at the juices.
Yeah.
The happiness. Now, indoors. There's a whole lot of question mark.
Do you know the only thing I would say to this? Obviously, I don't know the full story.
Yes, we need to get it.
But what's going on with the man?
Yes.
For all we know, he's also going through something that he doesn't feel he can communicate.
Very, very important.
Obviously, there's always two sides to every story. But when, as a person, you feel like you're so low, you feel like you're going through hell.
That is where we need to look at it, because she can be in that room locked, and that's it. That's what we're discussing earlier.
Exactly.
You know.
Okay.
I want to say a big thank you for coming in. Oh no! Apparently,
we have one more caller?
Sorry,
Okay, Erasmus is on the line. Good morning, Erasmus.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. What's your question or contribution for us, please?
I've got a question to ask. I've been dating for 3 years now. You know, I started with my girl for long, and you know, we've been going out. We're so close to ourselves. So quite now, she had a man in her life, and she's saying the person is just helping her. And due to that, her behavior has changed towards the relationship, and this is really affecting the relationship as a whole. Because we've been for long, we love ourselves so much, but this time around, the love has reduced. Even if I offend her, she finds it so difficult to forgive me.
She's going to base her relationship on financials with that other person, say she still wants to get married to him, then she's got it all twisted. You can't collect money from somebody and get married to me and expect.
That's what I'm saying. That the boy must be able to check.
They both sound like young, so maybe they're both right now in that position where they're in school. In 5 years' time, he's got his job, she's got his job. It's not an issue. It's just now the predicament, and I'm sure he can't afford to pay for education.
They need to be talked to. They need to be talked to.
That's the end of our segment today. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
once again for coming in. Thank you for all our callers who called in this morning. We'll be back in just a few moments, and let's not forget, it is brought to you by Lipton Tea, inspiration flowing from nature.